From the murky waters of the sportsman's paradise, stories emerge. Stories of the generations of people who have shared in the bounties of the land. Stories of communities that have persevered through natural disasters. Stories of the abundance of fish, wildlife, and adventures that create an ecosystem rich in diversity. And from the silted banks of the mighty Mississippi to the soggy marsh bottoms, from the tops of towering pine forests to the depths of the salty Gulf, human and animal have shared this fortune for centuries. Enjoy these stories as told by outdoor journalists who travel across our state, documenting the adventure, sportsmanship, and heritage that make us Bayou Wild.
Welcome to Bayou Wild TV. I'm here with Don Dubuque, and we're at Morton's Seafood Restaurant. Don, we've been working hard the last few months.
Not just us. What about Chris Lecoq?
Absolutely, because Season 3 is premiering in August, and this episode is all about what you're going to see in the next couple of months, a sneak preview of Season 3.
Closed captioning made possible by Ceto.com. Become a member.
Here's how I guarantee my crawfish tastes great every time. I use Louisiana Fish Fry brand seafood boil. Why do the pros use Louisiana Fish Fry seafood boil?
Because the flavor is so good.
Louisiana Fish Fry seafood boil has more garlic, onion, paprika, lemon, and not too much salt.
Louisiana Fish Fry brand seafood boil. Find the yellow bag, pour and boil for great crawfish every time.
Whooping cranes are back in Louisiana. Through the hard work of biologists and key strategic partners, whooping cranes have been restored to the cultural icon they once were, but you can still help. To donate to the Whooping Crane program, visit lawff.org.
Thank you to Chevron and the Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries Foundation for their generous support.
This boat fishing the CCA Star Tournament. Felt surreal for about a week.
My name is Amelia, and I'm from Abbeville, and I won this boat.
There's 100 redfish waiting. It all starts Memorial Day weekend. Sign up today.
You know, as we start Season 3, we really got to meet and fish and go with some very interesting people. The first guy we're going to talk about is kind of, I guess he's a parallel to the old man in the sea.
He's a legend.
Louisiana style. We're talking about Dutch Praeger. You're going to love him.
Well, I started fishing with my dad when I was about 9 or 10, and we'd catch the train at the L&N station on end of Canal Street, and we'd go on over towards the Gulf Coast and get off at the Raley. The boat we had was called a plow, and named after my grandfather's birthplace in Germany, and they had it launched in 1935. It was built on the New Basin Canal, and it was 37-foot Cypress plank hull. Had a single horsepower 85 Kermit engine in it, but we enjoyed ourselves. The last trip I made offshore was in 1987 with Guy Billups and his wife, and my wife Jane and I for the Grand Isle Rodeo. I enjoy more fishing over here in the in the marsh. And things have changed so much. A lot of this, of course, is blamed on oil exploration and that, but a lot of it is also nature.
And then we meet a younger generation, an absolute phenom when it comes to shooting, Josh Raley. He's actually competing to potentially head to the Olympics in shooting. Check out some of his action.
Ball. So I got started at a pretty young age. When I was 13, I had to take a class for the Youth Hunter Education Challenge, and through that, I got introduced to shooting sports. Ball. And when I went to college, that's when I learned about international skeet. I shot for the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. And through there, I learned about international skeet at the world level. And so I've been doing that ever since. So I've been shooting international skeet now for about 8 years, and working hard and trying to make it happen. Pull. So the best part about being on the USA shooting team is it's just always been a dream of mine. Since I was a little kid, I grew up watching the Mighty Ducks, and watching the Mighty Ducks in D2, you know, they were Team USA. It was just the coolest thing to me. So ever since then, I just always wanted the opportunity to represent my country on the international stage. And for me to have that opportunity, it's a huge blessing and a great opportunity. You know, it's just awesome.
My name is Ethan, and I won this boat while fishing the CCA Star Tournament. First fish I'm going to go after is probably a bass.
Want to be seen on a Bayou Wild episode? Sign up for our Cajun Invasion Wild Pheasant Hunt in the remote hills of South Dakota in mid-November. Bad River Bucks and Birds provides lodging, meals, transportation, dogs, and bird cleaning. Details at dontheoutdoorsguide.com.
Some things in life smell delicious. Others, not so much. Like a gas leak. Propane, for instance, is naturally odorless. That's why we add strong odorants to alert you if there is a leak. So if you ever smell gas, turn your system off at the tank and call your propane dealer immediately. Propane is a safe and exceptional fuel, and we want to keep it that way.
Martha, you ever hear of Gyotaku?
I have, in fact.
You've actually done it.
I've tried it.
With Leslie Charleville. Very talented lady. We show you her great works.
Gyotaku literally translates in Japanese to fish rubbing. It was a means of documentation back in the 17th century. It's the way that fishermen document the size and species of their catch.
This is my second try at my mahi print. We changed the colors a little bit, and I think it came out way better than the first one.
I print anything from shrimp all the way up to blue marlin, bluefin tuna, literally everything in between. I do a lot of alligators. I probably do 50 to 60 alligators a year. You'll always brush width in the direction of the scales.
Okay, okay.
In the direction of the scales. Now just go ahead and start brushing it on.
Okay.
You'll take your towel and just kind of dab it to smooth out some of the brush strokes and not get the paint off the eye.
And this is so we can see the definition on the scales.
Right.
This is the critical part
This is
here.
the critical part.
Okay.
And you're going to just start to rub the fish down and find all of those. Yeah, the wind
not working
the
with
wind
us.
will get you. Well, my background is in painting and drawing. I graduated from LSU with degrees in studio art with a focus on painting and drawing, and as well as I have a degree in art history. So I come from a fishing and hunting, outdoor loving family, and it was just the perfect collision of those two worlds.
Those are just a few of the folks who are going to meet in Season 3. We'll be right back with more previews.
Hi, I'm Donnie Rouse. There are a lot of different reasons to shop at Rouse's.
It's the people. Everybody that works here is just so nice.
Our stores get deliveries 7 days a week.
They have such a wide variety at Rouse's. Everything's in stock. I mean, everything.
We use Rouse family recipes and ingredients found right here in the store.
It's the food. Rouse's food tastes like homemade.
And they're local.
Like us.
We also have great prices.
That's the difference Rouse's makes.
If you're lucky enough to bag a deer or a hog this season, bring it here to Double D. Double D processes hogs and exotic game and guarantees your product is always the meat you brought to Double D.
Double D Meats in Bogalusa, home of country smoked, spicy jalapeno cheddar, and other customized flavors.
Bring your deer or your hog here to Double D, where you always get your meat back in return. It's worth a drive to Bogalusa from anywhere. Double D.
Some things in life smell delicious. Others, not so much. Like a gas leak. Propane, for instance, is naturally odorless. That's why we add strong odorants to alert you if there is a leak. So if you ever smell gas, turn your system off at the tank and call your propane dealer immediately. Propane is a safe and exceptional fuel, and we want to keep it that way.
So you've seen some of the faces we've met throughout the season, but we're going to take you on some of the adventures we actually got to do. First, we head back up to Mississippi to the sanctuary. We go on an elk hunt, and you don't want to miss this.
We started stalking. Chris and I probably walked 250 yards. One of the spikes saw us, they ran off around a corner, and we came around the other side and set up on them and waiting for them to come back down over this ridge. And I look over to my left, and here's this guy, but he saw us. We both saw each other at the same time, and I shot really fast. I had to.
We got him.
And one of the most unique tournaments held anywhere in the world takes place down at Grand Isle. It's Ride the Bull, and we show you 10 years of it.
10 years ago, we were sitting on my porch overlooking the bay, and it probably was coming out of Redfish Rodeo or something was going on, and just had an idea. I said, we ought to do something like this for kayaks. Really, I guess it was destiny.
Hi, I'm Captain Danny Ray. Welcome to the first annual Ride the Bull.
We wanted to get everybody involved and have a festival that got kayakers all together in one place to catch bull reds, live catch and release, and I was just like, that sounds amazing.
It was just such a unique tournament, and it was a small group, but we all kind of looked at it and went, man, this could be really big.
You're about to see what 630 kayaks looks like leaving a marina.
I would kind of compare it to Woodstock. If you see all the pictures from Woodstock back in the day, it's people just everywhere. In our case, it's people in kayaks just scattered all over Bridgeside Marina.
You know, when Danny Ray and Kristen founded Ride the Bull, they had a slogan, so next year, bring a friend.
Borrowed a kayak and came down with them. It's both of our first times doing it, and we always heard that, you know, there's a little bit of luck involved.
You know, if you don't catch a fish, chances are you'll have to paddle out of the way of somebody that is catching one.
It's fun. By bringing all those people down here, you expose them not only to the fun of riding the bull, but to Grand Isle.
It's unique, it's a one of a kind, and you know, it has been a pleasure to deal with ever since.
We knew it was going to be one of the world's largest kayak tournaments. We didn't know it was going to be this big.
Year two, things just kind of doubled up, and at that point you begin to wonder, how big is this thing going to get?
Hello, my friends. This is Louisiana native Zachary Richard. I cherish the outdoor experiences that make our state so special. And for the first time in over 60 years, whooping cranes are back in Louisiana. Wildlife and fisheries need your help as these beautiful birds resettle in our state. If you spot a whooping crane, observe it from a distance, and if you witness anyone harming one of these very special birds, call the number on the screen.
This message is underwritten by Chevron.
So if you've ever been red fishing, you've probably used artificial lures. Well, we're going to meet Zach Dubois. He's actually the owner and founder of Cajun Lures. We actually got to make our very own, specific to us, lures. Well, purple is the color of royalty, so, you know, it's only got to be the best.
Just basically it evolved from making baits for a competitive edge for myself to trying to sell them to everybody else, so that's kind of where it started.
Ooh, look at that. That is pretty. And there it is, the new Dandy Donnie, ready to whip up on the Mad Martha. Stay tuned.
I like the Dandy Donnie, but I like it for redfish. So I think that's where these would have the upper hand. I'm not convinced the bass will eat this, but if it does, you never know.
From a natural, more looking standpoint, I'd say Martha's. However, knowing how sometimes bass can bite random colors and you never know, I think yours could be the winner too. So we're gonna have to see how they behave.
Nice red.
What you hooking on?
The Mardi Gras Mad Martha. All right, persistent. Woo!
And I took one of those lures and brought it offshore with Cajun-made charters with Captain Chris Moran for some offshore fishing. Look at here, look, Martha. Can you believe that? Look what he did. Look. Of course, people think it's a freshwater bait because it's a crawfish, but I tell you what, it held its own out there today. They were chewing the claws off of it, chewing the tentacles off of it, and finally I landed a couple of fish on it. So it's proven its worth, maybe more valuable as a saltwater bait than a freshwater.
Of course, you can't do all this hunting and fishing without cooking. We're going to step into the kitchen coming up next to teach you some delicious recipes.
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
The iconic whooping crane is back in Louisiana. If you spot a whooping crane, remember, observe and admire it from a distance. And always report any harmful activity. You can always help the Louisiana whooping cranes thrive by donating to lawff.org.
Thank you to Chevron and the Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries Foundation for their generous support.
I'm Stacy Kimler, and in 2014, I almost won this truck.
Hi, I'm Donnie Rouse. There are a lot of different reasons to shop at Rouse's.
It's the people. Everybody that works here is just so nice.
Our stores get deliveries 7 days a week.
They have such a wide variety at Rouse's. Everything's in stock. I mean, everything.
We use Rouse family recipes and ingredients found right here in the store.
It's the food. Rouse's food tastes like homemade.
And they're local.
Like us.
We also have great prices.
That's the difference Rouse's makes.
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
Welcome back to our Season 3 preview episode. Of course, we've done a lot of hunting and fishing over the last several months, but we have also done a lot of cooking. We're gonna head into the kitchen, cook up some elk burgers. We may do some pheasant chowder with Lainey Wick.
Typically, people would think that a chowder is more of a fall or winter dish, but spring is in season, and so you can go get corn from your local farmer's market. Most of the vegetables that I did use in this, I did get from the farmer's market.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's do the final product. Give it a taste test.
All right.
Oh yeah, it smells so good.
Praeger.
It's a hearty dish too. This is like a meal, not a side.
I would definitely say it's a meal. Yeah, very good one.
All right, the true test. By the way, these birds were shot in our tower hunt, if you caught that episode a few months ago. Good stuff. Pheasant corn chowder with Lainey Wick. And of course, we got to go visit our friend over in White Oak.
Yeah, talking about Chef John Foltz, always got some great recipes.
The deer heart is the most surprising part of the animal, I think, that unfortunately for generations have been just tossed out. And what a shame, because it's the filet mignon on the inside.
It really is.
Yeah, it tastes like a steak once it's done. And even cleaning the heart is not a big deal. I mean, people are a little bit afraid. Now you see, this is a part of the heart that I've cut in half. And you see it's just dark meat, but like...
It's beautiful meat.
Yeah, you would think, oh, well, it must have kind of that liver, gamey taste. No, it doesn't.
No.
It tastes like that ribeye. You're gonna have a magnificent dish. In fact, it's gonna look at this. It's gonna look just like this. Get a nice big bowl of pasta on the table and the deer heart's in there. See that? Nice little piece there.
You will never shy away from a deer heart again.
Tastes just like filet, just like a ribeye. That's
Absolutely.
what it tastes like.
Now we're also going to introduce you to Chef Mike Rabelais, Louisiana Fish Fry, putting a whole new twist on a great way to cook seafood, pork, or chicken. No fast food here on Bayou Wild TV. Welcome back to Bayou Wild TV. We've been here with Chef Michael Rabelais, Louisiana Fish Fry product chef, and we're demonstrating air frying, and we've got kind of review what we did here as we take it out and get ready to sample it.
All right, well, what we did here is we went through the battering process, and we've now put it in the air fryer. It's complete. And that's what we got, Don.
All right, so it was simply just in the water as opposed to egg wash, but you could have done an egg wash if you like doing egg wash.
And it'll make the batter a little bit thicker for you.
And of course, it's certainly healthier for you. No oil, no cleanup, no mess. Where can you get the Louisiana Fish Fry air fryer product?
Majority of your local southern grocery stores and online.
In addition to fish, you can also do chicken and pork, and they have special blends for that too. All right, boy, this looks great, Michael. This looks great. Whoa. Crispy.
Yes, sir.
There you have it, folks. Air frying fish, chicken, and pork with Louisiana Fish Fry products. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
Those are just a few of the recipes you're going to be seeing in the kitchen on Bayou Wild, with plenty more coming up in Season 3.
Some things in life smell delicious. Others, not so much. Like a gas leak. Propane, for instance, is naturally odorless. That's why we add strong odorants to alert you if there is a leak. So if you ever smell gas, turn your system off at the tank and call your propane dealer immediately. Propane is a safe and exceptional fuel, and we want to keep it that way.
Discover the taste of Louisiana that's seasoned just right. Boiled to perfection. Enriched with tradition. A taste that's savory, crispy, and a little sweet. Discover the taste of Louisiana fish fry products. If you're lucky enough to bag a deer or a hog this season, bring it here to Double D. Double D processes hogs and exotic game and guarantees your product is always the meat you brought to Double D.
Double D Meats in Bogalusa, home of country smoked, spicy jalapeno cheddar, and other customized flavors.
Bring your deer or your hog here to Double D, where you always get your meat back in return. It's worth a drive to Bogalusa from anywhere. Double D.
Hi, I'm Donnie Rouse. There are a lot of different reasons to shop at Rouse's.
It's the people. Everybody that works here is just so nice.
Our stores get deliveries 7 days a week.
They have such a wide variety at Rouse's. Everything's in stock. I mean, everything.
We use Rouse family recipes and ingredients found right here in the store.
It's the food. Rouse's food tastes like homemade.
And they're local.
Like us.
We also have great prices.
That's the difference Rouse's makes.
All right, I hope we've piqued your interest in Season 3 of Bayou Wild episodes coming up. But in the meantime, don't forget to visit our website.
That's right, BayouWildTV.com. You can purchase your Bayou Wild hats, shirts, and visors there. See lots of extra recipes. You can also check us out. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and of course, we're always here at Morton's on Mondays. Come visit us and have some lunch. We'll see you next week.